to put what you guys were able to do, offense, defense, special teams, into perspective as to how unique and how special that performance was?
No, it's hard to say. I mean, those, they don't come around often. I mean, those are, it just doesn't happen all the time. But we've been a part of a few of these now, and there again, that's a sign of a good team. When you're on top of the details and you play as hard as we played hard, man. We played violent, physical, relentless football, and we're detailed with it. That's what we're capable of. And it was good. And really, look, I said all three phases. Look, our special teams did their part. They just weren't involved that much.
Right.
Because it was, we didn't have to punt at all. I felt bad for Fox. I know he's over there. He wants to punt. He's pissed off. But anyway, it was a good day.
So then as a coach, when because there's always stuff to get better at, is it harder to coach after a win like that because everybody feels like they just put a great game out there? How do you keep these guys on the tracks?
No, I mean, our guys have been pretty good, man. Like I say, we don't shy away from what we know it to be. And, if I've got something on my mind, I'm going to say it. And you just, let's call it what it is, man. You have a game like that, you can't let off the gas. This is the next opponent. It doesn't matter what anybody's record is, where you're at, how you feel, how they feel, where we're going. I mean, you got to lock back in again, and we know what we're capable of. But you got to understand too, this team is like the Colts. We're getting ready to go play those guys. They're very much in that division race. They're in the playoff race. I think these coaches do a hell of a job over there. I think Coach Steichen, Gus Bradley, I think they're damn good coaches. I got a lot of respect for them, and we've had a lot of crossover tape in the last couple of years. So they're going to be ready to roll. But the important thing is that we improve on our end and we continue to play good ball. And there again, you want to be playing your best football by the time you hit late December, January, and I feel like we're on our way to doing that. That's important.
It feels
so that you never make it, hopeless so it seems. Eyes closed, canvas open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose what I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we running it maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision that pay me, it's never this way. We indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity.
Yeah. Welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen, to the Lion Villain Report. I am your host, Russell Wayne. I will be here talking football on Hump Day Preview right here on the Lion Villain Report for the next hour. We're going to be talking some football right here. We're broadcasting live into the Lions Villain Squad Facebook page. Thank you to Stephen Michael Menina for making that awesome looking number 7 Jason graphic right there with the Villain Squad right there. We are in the Detroit Lions News podcast and the JC Sports Network right there. The Detroit Lions News podcast is on Facebook and the JC Sports Network is on YouTube. Joe Chapp. And thank you for allowing us to use your Twitter space right there to broadcast live into there. We are also on YouTube at Lions Villain Squad. You can subscribe to the Facebook page right there at Lions Villain Squad. Thank you to everybody that is supporting that page right there. We are affiliate marketing partners with NFL Shop. You can use the link in the comments that I'm throwing in there right now to get up to 30% off of all of your orders in there. And I know Christmas is coming up right there. Use our link, man. It helps us out. It helps us out, and you can save some money. That's one of the things that they allow us to have by being affiliate marketing partners. They give us better deals, and they give our people better deals on that stuff. And I hate being a salesperson anyway. And that's why that's Main Event Mike's job. So if you want to partner with the Villain Squad, you own a business in the Michigan area, you're a Detroit Lions fan, you want to partner, be guilty by association with the Lions Villain Squad, get a hold of Main Event Mike. 810-620-2167, and he can talk about how you can harness the power of the villain right there. Awesome. We have our Facebook Stars program as well, and that will go to support Riker Wayne's World, sharing resources for parents with children with autism and special needs. My wife's Facebook page is documenting the journey of our family, as well as sharing resources for parents who have children with special needs. So if you're commenting using stars, then thank you for helping our journey, because it's faith, family, and then football in that order. We use football to create the memories and spend time with our family. We don't let football use us. And join the conversation. Join the conversation. That's the best way that you can help right there, because we are the UDFA, the Undrafted Free Agent of Sports Podcasting. So you're helping us out a lot by liking and sharing this content. And if you like football, I don't understand why you wouldn't like this show, unless you're not a Lions fan, which I think most of the people are Lions fans on here, like some of our everyday listeners, like Henry Gray. What's going on, Henry Gray? Let me know if you can hear the drops in the comments. You hear Kirk Cousins? For Henry Gray, do you hear Kirk Cousins? For Scotty Reno, do you hear Kirk Cousins? For Davey, what's going on? Dale, what's going on, villains? Yes. Yes, I'm working it. What's up, Villain Squad? That's right. Thought I had subscribed to this channel already. It was a bit hard to find. Took me a minute or so. You're talking about the YouTube channel. Yes. I'm sorry. Lions Villain Squad. I mean, it's the same thing. I wish we were a little more visible. I think that we're working towards that way, because we are approaching 800 on there. And I think some people are moving over. I think you're right about that. What's going on? Good morning, Mark. Good morning. Yes. And there's our NFL Shop gear link right there. You can find that right in the comments. And yeah, you can save a little bit of money on there. That's one of the little perks about being the affiliate marketing partner right there. So thank you. Good morning, Tyler. Good morning, King SJ. Mark G up in the house. Chad's up in the house. And I love reading out these ones right here. Let me get my little graphic out right there. Let's go. Detroit Lions, one pride. Let me get this guy in there. Oh, where's my NSC? There we go. King of the North Division, championship title, all grit, never back down, 9-1. Let's make it 10-1. And I'll do that again right there, just so you can see the NFC North Division champions. And they're ahead right now. And I got a feeling that they're about ready to push that lead ahead over the next couple of weeks, because there is a buzzsaw coming through the NFC North. And, you know, kudos to the ones that are standing behind us. Got to give kudos to the Minnesota Vikings for sticking in there. They're only a game behind us. We own the tiebreaker right now, and we own that team, so they're not going to beat us, but they are making a push to try to get into the playoffs too. And obviously they get another matchup against us, but the Lions are playing on a different level right now. And let's just be honest about that right there. Everybody's hearing the drops. Thank you, Henry. have to do a little bit of finagling with that. Maurice, what's up? I put the villain squad and I got Japanese anime. I thought that would be enough. I don't know. Villain squad. Yeah, you just got to type the word lions in because we're the Lions villain squad. Because, yeah, Japanimation. Right. All right. I'm competing with Japanimation guys. That's awesome. One Funky Lions fan in the house. Thank you. What's up, John? What's up, John? Sorry that if you were on there, it said 11 o'clock start time. For some reason, my computer went to mountain time, and it was registering like an hour from before. So that was that right there. So Dan Campbell reinforces his reasonings for not pulling the starters in the early blowouts right there. What do you think about that? That whole thought of these soft ass fans and whoever is soft enough to bring up the fact that the Lions have no class because they're blowing teams out. Like, that's not my problem. That's not Dan Campbell's problem to worry about professional football players worried about teams getting blown out. What are we talking about feelings here? Are we talking about feelings? Where were those feelings 10 years ago when the Lions were getting blown out by teams and teams were clowning us? And now we turn it around a little bit. The Lions are doing some of the blowing out. The Detroit Lions have won 3 times in the last 6 games by at least 38 points. By at least 38 points, leading some people to be criticizing the approach of those games. Now, we also know how the Lions feel about criticism. It's fair to assume that Kirby Joseph and Carlton Davis are not alone in the locker room. So Dan explained some of the stuff why he kept the starters in until early in the fourth quarter when a touchdown pass from Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown gave the Lions a 49-6 lead. Part of the issue is only being able to dress 46 out of the 47 players for the game. So the Lions had just 3 offensive linemen available for the game against Jacksonville. So, yeah, you need a full offensive line. You have to be able to put all of your offensive line out there. See, this is why it's so frustrating to me when it comes down with that. Campbell referenced to the Eagles-Jaguars game from Week 9 when Philadelphia had led 22-0 almost 6 minutes into the third quarter before Jacksonville scored 16 points in 14 seconds of the game to narrow the margin to eventually a 5-point game. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? We're criticizing teams for blowing other teams out. And I got to sit up here and I got to listen to these dumbass Packer fans and dumbass Bear fans telling me, oh, yeah, how did it feel last year to go down 23, be up that much, and a team come back? So the Lions are blowing teams out. Play better. Play better. Stop us from scoring. Oh, we waited till early in the fourth quarter to remove our starters. So what? You're lucky we removed our starters at all. We scored 52, and that's with a backup quarterback for a full quarter. And by the way, they weren't letting Hendon Hooker do anything. It's not like you're sitting up there letting Hendon Hooker throw the ball down the field. They were running the clock out. And by the way, they still scored a field goal at the end just by running the football. They couldn't even stop us just from running, doing basic plays. They didn't have Hendon Hooker do anything. So quit your crying. Xavier McKinney, you soft ass. Oh, we don't take too kindly. I don't give a shit if you take kindly to it. Come prepared to play. Like Kirby Joseph said, come prepared to play or we're going to beat that ass. The BTA. I didn't even know what that meant when it came out. Apparently it means belt to ass. Thank you, Derek.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
I mean, what are we doing here? Got to cover that spread. We covered the shit out of that spread. It was only 13. Got to make sure that. But the thing is like we ain't taking no prisoners. We blew a 24-7 lead in the NFC Championship. Shoot, I just keep the starters out there. You're not like he'd said right there. 48. They're only allowed to dress what? 46. They dress 46 of them. If they take all of the starters out, they wouldn't even have a full offensive line. So is this what happened? Because we're not used to winning around here, right? You know, I mean, we're Lions fans. So we're not used to winning. And the Hump Day preview right here, we're looking at the Colts game, but I wanted to reflect a little bit on these ass whoopings we've been putting on people. And the thing is we're just playing football. We're just playing football. They're running the plays. What do you want us to do? You want us to play Marty Ball? Marty Ball sucks. I hated Marty Ball. Oh, we got a lead. We better play conservative. Run. Oh, 3rd down and 9. Oh, 5-yard pass. Well, we better punt the football and play field position. Jim Caldwell. Yeah, it's 4th and inches from the 50. Got to play field position. No, we got a different coach. We're just running the offense. We didn't do any skedaddles in that game. We didn't do anything crazy tricky. Jamison Williams on a slant. He caught the ball and outran everybody to the end zone. Like I said a couple weeks ago, we have the kryptonite to whatever your offense is trying to do, or your defense. We got the kryptonite to that. You wanna bring your safeties in and try to stop our run? Jamison Williams, big touchdown. What is he averaging? 30 yards a catch?
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
I mean, come on. You run through the tape. Bring the best or take that whooping. Jags played their starters the entire game. Belt to ass, yards, belt to ass. I love it, guys. I love it. Since McKinney opened up his mouth, he has not played well. Maybe he should just focus on himself and the team. Maybe that's what he should do. That's a great call. Maybe you should worry about your team playing better.
You've had enough of that shit.
But it's okay. You know, if they wanna cry and complain and you say this and say that. I remember being that part too. I remember Lion fan. You remember when Jim Schwartz took the handshake? Oh, I can't believe Harbaugh hit him on the back that hard. What are we doing here? You're not a football player. It's like, shut up. Stop being soft. You're just mad because you're losing. So, yeah, maybe he should focus on himself. Maybe he shouldn't worry about what other people are doing. And then they wouldn't have took that whooping that they got from us. They took a whooping too. Ain't no stopping this runaway train. We know this. Thank you, Henry. Crying won't help them. Crying won't do you no good. I don't know what song that is, but you're singing it. You're singing it right there. And that's exactly what why the Lions are playing the way that they are. We had a team come back in the NFC Championship 24-7. We ain't trying to let you back in the game. We ain't trying to move it to a place where the referees can get involved. Thank you for the information here, Jeremy. Jeremy B is reporting that Broderick Martin activated to the 53-man roster last night, and if he goes back to IR, and I do want to note on that IR that he went to, this is a different injury. And because they pulled him off of IR and replaced him back on it, that restarts that 4-week window, and he doesn't have to be out for the entire season. Now, it may be a season-ending thing for Iffy, which would be horrible, man. I've been wanting to see him in there as our little jack linebacker. But that sucks. But Broderick Martin, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. He'd put a couple good weeks of practice in. And, we have great defensive linemen, so he ain't going to have to go out there and be depended on for a huge amount of snaps. So I expect him to be able to get in this game. He may not even dress. But let's do this thing. Oh, Mark Peterson, on his way out in Jacksonville, he blamed the Detroit fans for his players not playing good. It's called home field advantage. Maybe your team should try it sometime. It wouldn't have mattered. It would have been Ford Field down there, too. Jacksonville doesn't have any fans. Jacksonville don't have no fans. So if that game was down in Jacksonville, it would have been a sea of Honolulu blue right across. And then right at the end of the game, when they scored their 52 points, they'd be going, Jared Goff, Jared Goff, Jared Goff. We will get used to winning. Now let's go. Right there. One funky Lion fan says, yeah. And have to back up defenders play a prevent so teams can get back in the game sounds stupid to me. We're sick of it, aren't we?
You like that? You've had enough of that shit.
I don't want to hear about that. I don't want to do that. I've been part of 2 teams. I haven't been part, but I've been a fan of the Lions fan long enough to remember that. Jim Caldwell, he played like that. That conservative. Okay, let's get in the prevent defense. We can dink and dump down the field, and teams would just go down and hit all them soft zones, score themselves back into the game. I'm done with it. Some people play that way. You can win that way. I mean, you're definitely not going to force yourself into mistakes that way. It's always good fun when we were getting blown out. It was always good fun when we were getting blown out. You see? That's what he's talking about. It's like when we were getting blown out, when the Lions were the joke franchise of the NFL, and we were getting blown out, ain't nobody coming to the rescue. Oh, yeah, take it easy. Oh, what a classless organization to go blow out them Lions like that. Why is it now? Just because of the Lions. I like that. I've been waiting for Broderick to finally play. The dude is freaking massive. Broderick Martin, in his second year, he's going to start learning the ways. I mean, the beautiful thing about Broderick Martin is you just signed Aleem McNeil to a massive deal. You got DJ Reader for one more year. You know, you can bring DJ Reader back next year. And Broderick's got that 1 year. And then going into his third year, I think that he is going to be Broderick is going to take over the DJ Reader spot. And he's going to learn the ways this year. And then next year, he's going to learn the ways as a rotational piece. And then in the fourth year, there you go. There you go. You take over. It's yours now. And that's what you call a fluid salary cap. Organization over the decades had to learn how to play against another NFL, the team and the referees. This is the way. I like that call. You don't want to put it into the hands of the referees. My friend Tim the Tool Man, he's been on here a couple times. Tim the Tool Man was saying that, like when we were going into that Dallas game. He was like, if we get this into a close situation, we're going to lose. We don't want to be in a close game. We don't want it to be a pass interference and a BS call away from them having a chance to tie a game or go ahead. No, we're just going to step on your throat, and then we're going to take care of it. It's all about winning, not whining. I like being on the side of this. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. What's up, Mark? And the Lions have too many weapons. Go Lions. If we didn't take Goff out after 5 interceptions, why would we do it after 4 TDs? He's telling the truth. Jabil is telling the truth. Jaleel. I'm so bad with names. Kirby Joseph, number 31. Look at that. All these guys. David. Knuckles. 5. John Dorn. Packers will knock the Fool's Gold Lions. Oh, kind of like the last game. What happened last time? The Lions went into Lambeau Field and just pow, smacked them around. Dan Campbell owns the Packers. I love it. Dan Campbell owns the Fool's Gold Packers. Jordan Love isn't that good. Lions have a better defense than the Packers. Lions have a better offense than the Packers. Lions have a better special teams than the Packers. I can't wait till the Lions slap the shit out of them, get the clean sweep of the Packers again. I don't even know why you're still around in here, John. You didn't own the last ass whooping that we gave to you. And you want me to own 1 victory out of 5. 5-1 against the Fool's Gold Packers. Let's see. Jamison Williams, number 9. We can pick whatever guy that we want to destroy the Packers with. Prognosis is a 4 to 6 weeks for Iffy. Okay. Road to the Super Bowl is going through Detroit. Sorry. Non-Lion lovers, those roads suck and they're filled with potholes. You better come with the tank. Yep. Depth is on that D-line. With lack of push from the interior D-line when Reeder and Aleem come off the field, I hope they dress Martin for that reason. And we need to be focused on and really play smart and have fun this Sunday. Keep the foot on the gas pedal the entire game until the clock hits 00. That's it. That's it. The Lions can't lose a game for the rest of the season. They won't lose a game. They can only beat themselves, if that's even possible. They tried to beat themselves with 5 interceptions. They still came back and won the game. And we're good, and we're beating the good teams too. Yes, you can't hit us with you haven't played anybody. We're beating playoff teams. We're beating teams that are going to be in the playoffs. So with Sonic and Knuckles is the things for Gibbs and Demo. We should stay in the Sonic world and call Branch Shadow and Joseph Nails or just a snatch and grab. Man, I wish I liked Sonic the Hedgehog more than that, you know? Packers finally win a division game, and out of the woodwork comes Dorn. Yeah, the witness protection. The witness protection teams. You know, it was just, see, the top reason's the ghost of the villain. I mean, Dorn hasn't been in here in over a year. And I don't care where else Dorn has went. But when you come onto this show, we make people be accountable. We make people be accountable for their actions. And just because you can go to a bunch of other podcasts and yell out, "Fools go Lions! Fools go Lions!" And you're not accountable for your losses, then you ghost everybody when you lose. And now you're going to come back. Going to run your mouth again? Why would you run your mouth? I don't get it. The top reasons to ghost the villain is they run their mouth and then the Lions slap the shit out of them.
You've had enough of that shit.
And there's nothing you're going to do about it. There's nothing you're going to do about it. Your team is beneath the Lions now. You're underneath of our footstep. You know, for years and years, because you had Aaron Rodgers, you had the leg up because Aaron Rodgers was better than Matt Stafford the whole time. I'm not ashamed to admit that. It was like that. It was like that. You own that. You own that. But as long as Dan Campbell is the coach of the Detroit Lions, the Green Bay Packers will be beneath the Lions. You're going to be a footstool. I'm not saying that we're going to win every game forever, but as long as Dan Campbell is in there, you are going to be on the bottom end of that losing record. 5-1 in the last 6. Do something about it. Now we got depth on the D-line. I love that. I love that. Dan, let me get back in here. Dang it. Smash and grab. Smash and grab. Is that what it is? That was announced by BB. Oh, I hope that isn't it. That sucks. Which smash and grab? Sounds like a WWE tag team from the 70s. The Lions coaching staff, which is made up mostly of former players, has been one of the league's best storylines. The Lions have a whole bunch of great things going when it comes to the future. St. Brown, a Brothers podcast, Amon Ra said that we were going for it on 4th down no matter what on last Sunday per MC's DC. John Dorn says, win something and get back with me. Well, we did. We won the NFC North. And we won the NFC North title, a title that the Green Bay Packers did not win last year. So, yes, we won something. Oh, yeah, we beat the Packers, too. I guess he's calling the Packers nobodies now. John's jumping off the Packer train. I knew you were a fair weather fan. Like Nick, Like them nicknames comes in. It fits for them. Smash and grab. Awesome. You like that? Okay. I'm not going to hurt you. John Dorn, you first Dorn. Did you take your horse and buggy to the last Packer championship? Yeah. John's got the History Channel. He's got all those old championship games on tape. And by the way, John, you know, you always boast about your 13 championships, and congratulations about all of your history. You used to ride horse and buggy to those championship games. Well, we had some championships too that we got to ride horse and buggies too. But the thing is, I don't bring them up every 5 minutes because you know why? It was a long time ago. Your team's not good anymore. I don't care. Teams playing the Lions, bring your box of tissues for your tears and your chest full of your welts because this is the beginning of the new SOL. Yeah, the same old Lions. Same old Lions. The same old Lions for Dan Campbell, beating the Packers. Just another win. Same old Lions. Same old Lions winning the division, having a winning record. Same old Lions. Same old Lions beating up on the Minnesota Vikings. What is that, 5, 6 in a row now? Something like that. Good teams take the refs' influence out of the game and overcome bad calls. S&G works well. Yeah, I don't know. I swear Brian Branch is like Nightcrawler, though. The Sun God, huh? Yeah, that's right. Let's see what else we got in here. I love it. Damn autocorrect. Central Scrutinizer says Detroit Lions are on a mission, and it starts with winning the division and ends with the Lombardi Trophy. Yeah, that's the last thing on the list. And this Lions team isn't going anywhere. The Lions team, this Lions team will actually be better in 2025 than it is right now. The biggest fear that I always have on any team is a team getting better. Your players that already know what's going on with your franchise and getting better. And the Lions have a scary team. Their best players are already playing like all pros and they haven't even reached their prime yet. Jeremy B says we've beaten 3 division leaders. That's what shows me that it isn't fool's gold Lions. Lions used to have a lot of trouble. I mean, you look back through Matt Stafford's career here with the Lions, and you're going to find that he had a lot of victories against teams that weren't very good. They didn't beat good teams. Matt Stafford would go down to bad teams and then come back and beat those teams. Robert says the Lions are the best team in the NFL, and we should have no problem sweeping the division and getting the number 1 seed. Well, it's going to be a problem because unlike Dorn, I actually have respect for the Packers. I don't think the Packers are a bad team. Actually, I think they're a good team. I just think that the Lions team is special. The bad guy. Does anyone remember that the Bears fan, Ghost of Judah Tribe, who rolled the Lions YouTubers in the Patricia era? You are out there, my brother. Hell, the Packers are still behind the Vikings in the standings. Yeah, they need to worry about beating somebody other than the Bears. Hutch and Za are going to be scary next year.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Brian Brad smash, Kirby grab, smash and grab.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
Not as many people are sleeping on the Lions anymore, Mark. I mean, I think some people are getting it. I mean, we're the betting odds favorite for the first time to win the Super Bowl. At any week, at any time, in any era of Lions football. Ghost of Judah disappeared after everyone started making fun of him for being a flat earther. Oh, okay. Sewell is the best offensive lineman in the NFL. I believe it. I think he's the best player in the NFL. Fight me on it. Fight me on it. Zeitler is the league's third best guard. Ooh, let's stay on that one for a while. I want to hit that. Jeremy, that is a great point. And when we were bringing up the PFF scores yesterday on Zeitler, I love this pickup. I mean, imagine being the Rams, and then you go and you pay Jonah Jackson, and you know what? I'm not even going to make fun of the Rams for that. The Lions let go Jonah Jackson and let him do the free agency thing, and he got a bag, and he's out there and he got the bag. And then the Lions bring in a guy that is playing 3 times better for 1/3 the price. So do I need to remind you who the best general manager in the NFL is? And you haven't even seen it come to fruition yet. This team is not done getting better. Just the core. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. You know, win or lose. I love that we finally have a team that I am sure that we are going to win more games than we're going to lose, and we're going to be getting lottery tickets into the dance. And that's it. Teams don't dominate getting into the playoffs. It is a crap shoot once you get in there. And the cream rises to the top. That's why Patrick Mahomes is the best QB and the best player in the league. You know, because he rises to the top, because that is not an easy tournament to win. You know, all kidding aside, John Dorn, the reason why the Packers don't have more titles with Aaron Rodgers is because of Tom Brady. Tom Brady dominated the last, the era before Mahomes. You know, you got 1 or 2 good guys. Josh Allen is the reincarnation of Chip Kelly. They're going to get close. But, Patrick Mahomes has got that number. But Kevin Zeitler is one of the examples of Brad Holmes doing that thing that Brad Holmes does, which is finding high-quality talent for less price when it comes to free agents. And now you've drafted a beast. This whole team is a beast of guys that are, oh, gosh, it feels so good. $17.3 million to sit on the bench. On the bench.
We're going to buy the kneecap off.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Hank Fraley's going to be deserving some love here. Because now our players are going to be the players that are going to be looked at in the offseason. And we're probably going to lose some players to free agency because we're developing players. We are developing players. You know what that means? That's kind of like the New England effect, right? You ever realize how players would leave New England? They'd sign a big contract with somebody else and it would be dog water. That's because New England knew how to develop guys for what they do. And then they go to another system or another team. It's a different everything. And they don't play as well. Now, I'm not saying that our players are going to go somewhere else and not play well. But what I'm saying is we're developing players. And we may lose some of those guys. I don't know which guys we're going to lose. I believe we'll re-sign Kirby. Kirby and Hutchinson will be the priorities coming into next year. But, but 2025, I go over it again, and I'm going to keep on going over it because I want everybody to remember we got 41 guys signed for next year. There's only a 53-man roster. There are not a ton of spots that are going to be available for this team going forward. We're not going to be looking outside. We're going to get some mercenaries that want to win Super Bowls because our core of our team's already under contract. They ain't going nowhere for years. I'm trying to not, I don't wish bad off of any other player, just to play even on a practice squad in NFL, all these guys can ball. They're the best football players that we've ever seen. Nobody's missing Hawkinson. Because when I look at Brian Branch, I would rather have Brian Branch than TJ Hawkinson. So let's go. Let's see. Did I run John Dorn out? I ran John Dorn out. Yeah. I ran him out. That's right, John Dorn. You don't want none of this. Go cry on somebody else's show. The smooth sailing. So, getting into this preview here, what do you think? Just off firsthand, when I'm looking at this team, I look at Anthony Richardson. Obviously, the Lions, in the past have had trouble trying to stop mobile quarterbacks. But I haven't seen any mobile quarterbacks really do much to us. If you want to call giving up a touchdown run to what's his name? Baker Mayfield, then that's, and we're susceptible. This guy they're going to force to throw. So in the first part of the preview, I just think our defense versus their offense is we're going to do what we do. So when Anthony Richardson is successful, they are doing a great job running the football. And then Anthony Richardson's been able to hit like Pierce, their wide receiver that's got 4.3 speed on deep routes, and they're getting behind the defense. Well, the trouble is we have the best safety duo. And I believe that if Anthony Richardson's going to try to throw the ball downfield against this team and this defense, that he's going to throw about 3 or 4 picks. I think that this defense is going to force. They are going to stop the run. They're going to make them one-dimensional. They're going to force Anthony Richardson to throw the football, and he's not that good of a thrower. And they'll put him under some pressure, and they will force him into mistakes, and they will force them into a lot of turnovers. Now, I'm going to the game. I'm going to Indianapolis with my son for our annual road game. So we'll be in Indianapolis. And since we started this trend, I know that you guys want to tell me to stay home because I have not witnessed with my hard-earned money a Lions win yet. Last year we went to Baltimore. The year before that we went to Minnesota. And the year before that we went to Chicago. And we have gotten beaten every year that I've went to a game. But I think this is it. It's over. The Lions are about ending streaks. So I am confident that we are going to go to Indianapolis and we're going to witness a victory. And one of the reasons being is how good our defense is playing. I think our ball hawks in that backfield, they're going to force them into mistakes. I think Anthony Richardson's going to throw multiple interceptions and turnovers. They might even force a fumble on him. But that's where I think our offense, and they play pretty good defense, but our offense just seems to figure you out. Our offensive line is only getting better. And I know that it was just the Jags, but the Jags were not an awful team against the run. I mean, they got Trayvon Walker. They had 12 sacks in between them. So this isn't some cupcake team that we ran all over. So I think that it's going to be very similar. I mean, I don't know what they're going to try to do to stop our offense, but I don't think they match up well. I think this is another lopsided victory. I don't know what the line is. We're going to get into that tomorrow when we do our predictions. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. I thought I had this one in there already, but I guess I didn't. But tomorrow, Mike and I are going to be on here. And we're going to do prediction Thursdays right there. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this game. We're going to talk about the other games that are in there versus the point spread. Now, me personally, I don't gamble. I'm not going to place bets on stuff. But what I do enjoy a lot is being able to pick the games versus the spread. Helping people out. And I like to be able to help out people because if you're going to gamble your money, you want to be able to, weather the storm. You want to be able to win more than you lose. So if you've been riding with my picks, I know that you're a winner. And I did want to put a shout out to Mike. You had a chance to beat me, Mike. You had a chance to beat me on the picks. You had already picked the winner. You already had 9. You could have had 10. I told you about Houston. Damn. You had it. You had it. But we go and we tie 9-9. I got 9. I was 9 out of 14 or whatever that was. So nice try, Mike. Good week for you. But tomorrow we'll be doing it one more time. But this is the Hump Day preview. And I think that this is another team that the Lions, on the road, can go dump truck. We got guys that are breaking out that I don't think that they have enough tape on to do anything with. Jameson Williams is a problem. He's a problem. And not just, he would be a problem by himself on a team that didn't have other playmakers, but he's even more of a problem with this team because of how well we run the football with Sonic and Knuckles. Because when you got 2 running backs like this, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you could argue that we have, 2 top 5 running backs in the NFL, in the entire NFL. Just 2 guys. We just got them. They're here. They're going to be here for at least 3 more years, and you just got to deal with it. They ain't going nowhere. So, in order to have a chance to stop that, you got to bring safeties up. You got to bring safety. You have to allocate personnel, extra personnel, run blitzing. You got to do something to stop these 2. And then when you do that, when you allocate those extra guys to do that, you're playing with fire because that man on the left right there, Jameson Williams, is too fast for you to cover. A guy's going to be stuck on an island one-on-one with Jameson Williams if you decide to allocate the personnel that you're going to need to stop Sonic and Knuckles. Hit that like button if you agree with me. These guys are a problem. A problem. And that mixed with this, just from a skill positions, even if the Lions didn't have a great offensive line, this and this is a problem. But now you're going to stack on top of all of that is you have the best offensive line in football with arguably the best player in all of football. And I'm standing on that. I think Penei Sewell is the best player in football. When I watch him out there destroying defensive backs out in space where he's just as fast and just like this giant being destroying people, running down at full speed. Would you like to be a safety and having 330-pound Sewell running a 4.7 straight at you, looking to destroy you? How motivated are you to go make that tackle? You want to know why Sonic and Knuckles are the best running back duo? Like, I would love to see the destruction cam. Like, you go straight from like Jahmyr Gibbs' helmet cam with Penei Sewell out in front of him and just watch the destruction. Like a runaway train, you know? That just, there's a bunch of cattle. A bunch of cattle laying in the middle of the tracks. And Penei Sewell is a runaway train. And you get in his way, the body parts are just going to move from maybe the left to the right, but it ain't going to stop it. I mean, Sonic has scored 2 touchdowns to where he had to make one person miss and nobody else touched him. So Sonic just has to be really fast. And, you know, and he's got good moves, but he hasn't even had to use them hardly. Follow Penei Sewell. Here comes Penei Sewell. You want to score 2 touchdowns, big boy? Run behind big number 58. How about that? And so here we are. We're going to say goodbye to the NFL, the Huddle Sports Network. They got to get ready for Ken and Ken in the morning. Thank you guys for allowing us to broadcast on that sports network, the Huddle Sports Network. They have all 4 NFC North teams going on in there. Thanks to Bill the Packer fan. And even John Dorn's part of that. Robert Bertan. Mike the Bear fan. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. All right. And we're back right there. You have been watching Lions Villain Report. This is the Hump Day preview. Brought to you by NFL Shop. You can use the link in the comments, or that QR code right there. Save up to 30% off your order. Thank you to our affiliate marketing partners up in NFL Shop. Lions Villain Report. We're live in the mornings, 10 a.m., Monday through Saturday. Tomorrow is the lock pick. We're going to be picking all of the games versus the spread minus the Monday night game. And we're going to see how we did from last week, even though I gave you the spoiler alert from that. But join me tomorrow. Make the picks. The Lion Villain Report. Broadcasting live into the Lions Villain Squad Facebook page. Thank you, Stephen Michael Menina. What a graphics artist he is. You can see some of his stuff on our page as well as his page. He's a great photographer. Broadcasting live into the Detroit Lions News Podcast Facebook page. Thank you to the JC Sports Network on YouTube. And we're on YouTube as well. Hit that subscribe button over on the YouTube channel at Lions Villain Squad. Faith, family, and then football in that order. We use football. Create memories. We use football to spend time with our family. We don't let football use us. And I'm going to get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for popping on today. And I'll leave you with the blessing right here. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord shine his face upon you until we meet again. In Jesus' name, amen. Talk to you guys soon tomorrow for the Lions Villain Report, 10 a.m. God bless. Peace out.
Hey, yo, the lies so that you never make it. Hopeless, so it seems. Eyes closed, hands open wide to embrace your dreams. Sometimes you gotta take a loss just to get the win. Like lots of sin was popping in like oxygen when boxes wet. Focus on the mental, never lose like a smooth instrumental. Better choose on the move in a pinto. Choose what I get to, never lose smooth on the move, but it's simple. Never give up and we winning it, maybe. We just keep winning, we conquering daily. Envision and pay me, it's never the sway me. Indigenous, maybe we winning this crazy. Your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, your opportunity, it's your opportunity, your opportunity.